Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, I hereby declare that this congregation of the VUT University of Technology is duly constituted for diplomas and degrees to be conferred to those students whose names appear on the program.
Ladies and gentlemen, as a congregation, you are invited to observe a moment as we observe a prayer before we commence with the official program. Dear Almighty, the Omniscient One, we come before you with all humility to serve you and your people. Please guide us in everything that we say and do. Bless each and every one of us, and bless our institution. Inspire us to strive for that which is good, and not to be self-seeking and serve our own interests, but let everything be done to your glory. Use us as your vessels of honor, so that the fruit of our labor may endure, for peace and goodwill towards all mankind. We ask this in your name. Amen. You may be seated. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the VUT University of Technology at Van der Bijlpark campus. Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to welcome you as a congregation gathered here today to witness and celebrate the achievements of our students at VUT on this momentous occasion. A special word of welcome to all our distinguished guests, members of staff, families, and friends. To all diplomats and graduates, welcome to this long-awaited day. May it be everything you hope for. Vice Chancellor, it is my honor to present to you candidates of the Faculty of Human Sciences of the VUT University of Technology, whose names appear on the program for the receiving of diplomas and degrees. For the Diploma Ecotourism Management, Motse Hokai, Kai cum laude. Baloy N. Shlongwani J.H. Huadi N.R. Magalela V.N. Mashlale P. Maila T. Makola MC. Matumbi Mwata G. Mdoda SS. Mkwane JN. Muhapi K. Mkwena N. Mosikili T. Mpanza NP. Mtombeni KP. Ndau AW. Nsele NX. Takele TC. For the National Diploma Safety Management, Kama T. Cum laude. Motu MG, cum laude. Mvuvu NNP, cum laude. Ndaba LD, cum laude. Rasinyalu KJ, cum laude. Baloi R. Baloi K. Shabalala XC. Thank you. Dikotla MA. Dlaza W. Dukuza D. Duze VB. Emisiri UE. Shlungwani K. Khalake TC. Koza S. Kumalu BPK. Kubeka NS. Lamola M. Lekgoro SN. Lesaba N. Letswalu MT. Lutley NS. Lipolo BG. Mabasa NA. Mabasu TM. Mabunda EM. Madiba NN. Maduna L. Maduna MG. Makahula F. Mahanu WP. Mahome GLM. Magwa, M.E. Maime, B.G. Makaringe, H.M. Makoba, X.T. Makinta, A.K. Maloka, M. Manganga, S.L. Mankubana, N.B. Manyama, XL. Mafumari, M. Maruane, O. Masaka, XMC. Maseko, F.H. Mashaba, M.G. Masheho, M.K. Mashile, T. Masinga, S.S. Matibula, M.J. Matibula, V.M. Matla, K. Matlala, M.G. Matsani, P.B.V. Machediso Kai. Thank you. Thank you. Mavumbengwe TP. Mawela ML. Mayimele RT. Masibuku SA. Mdoko M. Mekhu AJ. Mshlongu N. Mkwanazi LM. Mofokeng IS. Molaping SG. Moyalefa A. Mokabani KS. Mokhlala NMM. Mkwena MAE. Mkwena MN. Moletsani TG. Molotu PJ. Monkwe C. Morena RL. Mosia N. Mosileng LL. Mostert SJ. Motuang S. Motsi DBE. Mputi MP. Mplangwi NF. Mutsukui MS. Mkansi AN. Mushwana MP. Ndamasi HC. Ndebele TH. Ndlakusi BM. Ndlovu SA. Ndlozi ST. Nene SS. Ngalo NS. Ngema DN. Nkobeni RT. Nkutsani SM. Ngwenyama NL. Nshlapu J. Nkazi KK. Nkola MB. Sorry. Nkosi GA. Nkosi LBP. Nkuna NW. Nkuna N. Nonkuba V. Nsen Yeho K. Nsoele PL. Just right. Nyalungu P. Pakhaho ME. Pasha PMM. Pepeteni TA. Pokoye DM. Poswa NS. Khadebe FJ. Khadebe T. Ramasepela T. Ramukotu MP. Ramushaba L. Rikotsu ME. Sebetluane MA. Sediti MS. Sefudi MD. Selowa B. Senyani MS. Seoka MB. Thank you. Malapani, empty. Shinganga, PC. Simbanyoni, empty. Sibeku, TV. Sibiya, ZP. Sifunda, MP. Sikwadi, N. Simelani, GP. Simelani, WT. Sintumuli, RH. Tinani, TG. Tupudi, MM. Shabalala, N. Chikotsi, K. Tomo, S. Zeta, S. And Zwani, TJ. For the National Diploma Tourism Management, MBA, FI, cum laude. Ndobe, DC, cum laude. Kokoto, BN. Dlamini, B. Dlamini, CT. Dlamini NC. Are you SRC? Are you SRC? Not SRC. Okay. Dlamini TJ. Jack KA. Kumalu AB. Komani L. Mabunda D. Mayani KJ. Maluleki S. Manana NB. Mataki PD. Matonzi R. Machocha PI. Melua RA. Menghui Mbombo R. Mofuking MH. Mokhaladi TC. Moini K. Mokina NC. Mokunanyani SM. Molapu NMT. Moncho DI. Monsi DN. Mpalele RB. Msibi SM. Mtimkulu J. Mtsatsu L. Nevesh MLJD. Nshlapu PC. Panguza N. Peter Y. Pali SM. Patsisi KT. Kwapai MJ. Khadebe TC. Simelani PP. Sitoli A. Skozana BC. Tlamama NTR. Siam HH. Falapi B. Zide NG. For the National Diploma Hospitality Management, Ada Minku RO. Tsiami MF. For the Diploma Labour Law, Matsibuku KP. Motsuning MM. For the National Diploma Policing, Tobela PO. For the Advanced Diploma, Safety Management, Motsau T.B. Cum Laude. Lambie F.N. Leipa N.E. Mutlani N.N. Mnisi D.K. Mofokeng M.A. Moloko E. Mponkowana N. Just help me with your surname. Ngeza S.G. Nhlapu M. Nzuza N.A. Ramadi E.N. Ramadi M.A. Chi M.G. And Solo P.V.J. For the Baccalaureus Technologia Tourism Management, Mukunu N.M. Cum Laude. Savarai A.N. Garose M.M.E. Nkitama K. Ngidi K.M.N. Nkambuli N.H. Tom Z. For the Magister Technologia Tourism Management, with the title of her dissertation, Identifying Predictors of Tourist Intentions to Return to South Africa. The supervisor was Professor Slubber from Northwest University and the co-supervisor, Dr. Berger. Can I ask you to raise? Okay, so sorry. No. Manuga M. Okay, you have to trophy, okay. Okay. Vice Chancellor, I hereby request that you confer the diplomas and degrees in absentia on those students whose name appear on the program but could not be present today.
I hereby do confer the diplomats and graduates whose names appear on the program but could not be present at this congregation. Thank you.
I thank you. Now for the Vice Chancellor's Award, these awards are given to the students who obtain the highest average in their faculty for the National Diploma, Postgraduate Diploma, the Baccalaureus Technologia, and the Magister Technologia. In this one, today, Faculty of Human Sciences for the Diploma in the National Diploma Safety Management, motto MG. And now, for the Council's Award for the House of Roline Floating Trophy for the overall Best Student. This award is given to the student with the highest average on a completed qualification in the university for the year. Not only for this faculty, for the university. I'm going to read the CV because the person don't know. The primary education is started in grade 1 in 2003. He achieved an award for outstanding achievement in business studies in 2012 in grade 10. One of the top achievers in grade 12 in his secondary school Topaz, where he had 3 distinctions in business studies, life orientation, and accounting in 2014. He started with the National Diploma in Safety Management in 2015. Listen to this one. The total number of modules in the National Diploma Safety Management is 27, and he received an average of 87%. One of the major subjects namely occupational health and safety law, one of the most difficult subjects at this university. 89% average. The other major in safety principle and practice, an average of 88%. This student is very loyal and considerate toward fellow students as well as personnel. His conduct and attitude make him an agreeable person with whom to associate. He is pleasant and friendly and can always be trusted. He's a great lover of soccer and athletics, and he wants to become a safety manager or a lecturer in this year, and is this year busy with the Advanced Safety Management Diploma. I call Mpo Gift Mortal. I thank you, Vice Chancellor.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give them another big round of applause? Acting Vice Chancellor, you would agree with me that you don't have to go to Italy to listen to three tenors. We've got it here. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My job is just very simple, is that of acknowledging your presence for this auspicious occasion today. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge our guests, which are amongst us here. The choir first. You've seen what they've done. Just give them a big round of applause, please. This is our choir, this is our brand. This is what VUT prides itself of. This is what we own. This is what is close to our hearts. The choir is going to be cutting a CD very shortly. We pledge for support from you to support this choir so that they can actually do greater things than what they are currently doing. The CD will be just a little less than 500 Rand a price. That money is going to go far because it's going to support the choir in terms of its needs, the uniform and what have you. It's going to support needy members of the choir who are in financial need. And also, it's going to support other students who are financially deserving. So please, ladies and gentlemen, once the CD has been cut, we will market it. It will be on YouTube. It will be also on the website. Then, please, we ask you to support the choir. Secondly, I want to acknowledge our parents, which are seated on both sides, some of them in front, people who have actually sacrificed financially, spiritually, and psychologically to support you up until this day, to see you walking across. I acknowledge you on behalf of the university. I acknowledge you on behalf of the Vice Chancellor, Professor Zede, who could not be with us today. These are the fruits of your hard labor. This is what you've been praying for. This is the day that you've been praying for all these years, for 2, 3, 4, or probably sometimes 5 years. But today, this is the day. I want to acknowledge also the presence of spouses here amongst us. You would recall, ladies and gentlemen, that our graduandes and diplomats here, some of them have got wives and husbands. So those are the people who also played a very important role to support their partners in order to make sure that they achieve what they want to achieve, which is the qualification these days. We know that if you're a spouse, you have to sacrifice. Sometimes you'll have your food cold because your partner is busy with an assignment, so you need to understand. So we thank you for that. Just give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Our most important special grandparents, which are here, I see them in front of us here. I see them someday walking out on both sides. I'll say to the graduandes and diplomats, count yourself blessed if you graduate while your grandparents are still alive. Let's give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Amongst us here, we've got council members, people who make sure that the university is governed in a proper manner, who actually are the eyes and ears of the public, the government, you parents, who make sure that the university is run smoothly, working together with the management. Amongst us here, we've got Mr. Joseph Hadebe, who's our council member. I'll ask you to stand, Mr. Hadebe. Give him a big round of applause. I always joke when I see our council member, Mr. Joseph Hadebe, because I see you are a council member. I see you when salary negotiations, you are here. I see you in social justice, you are here. You are everything. So here is Mr. Joseph Hadebe. Thank you very much for your presence, Sam. Also, I want to acknowledge the very important stakeholder in our university. That is the Student Representative Council. These are the people who will be the next managers who will manage the universities in future if all of us here were not here. We work with them closely. They are the eyes and ears of students. All students' needs, they're brought to the attention of management through this structure. Amongst us here, we've got Mr. Mabunda. Mr. Mabunda, I would like you to stand up and so that they can acknowledge you. There is a very important component of the university, which is called academic teaching and learning. Here we've witnessed Professor Rihanna van der Bank, who is the executive dean of the faculty, reading all the names of the students who were in her faculty. I would like her, together with the HODs, as well as the esteemed academics, to stand up, and then please, ladies and gentlemen, give them a big round of applause. The university is a university because of these people. This is the core function of the university, any academic institution in the world. I also would like to acknowledge my colleagues in the executive management. We've got now Professor Connie Moloi, who was assisting, shaking your heads. She is the, what we call, in charge of the Faculty of Education, the newly established Faculty of Education this year. And we were surprised that before we could actually reach the closing date, already the students were already full. So, Professor Moloi, we acknowledge you. Thank you very much for the praise. Also amongst my colleagues here, I've got the acting Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Neo Masilubele. These are the people who who keep an eye of every cent and rands that the university receives from students as well as the government. Mr. Neo Masilubele, please give me a quick round of applause. I would like also to acknowledge the team that work tirelessly behind the scenes. Normally, preparation for graduation will take about 2 months before you see everything that is happening, that everything is running smoothly and is synchronized in a manner that is professional. There are 2 teams that are responsible for this. It's a public relations team that is led by Miss Palisa Ubane, as well as the graduation committee team that is led by Miss Gidi Moketsi, who's a director of public relations and marketing, as well as Mr. George Mofokeng, who is a senior deputy registrar present. I would like the deputy registrar, please, to stand up. Senior deputy registrar to The senior deputy registrar was assisted by Mr. Lazarus Mohapi, who's an academic. Sir, we acknowledge you. If you may please stand up for give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, amongst us, we've got members of the media, members of the community, business community, our partners, sponsors and donors. We acknowledge you. And then the last man standing, I would like to acknowledge my acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, Professor Zimbo. Professor Zimbo is a very, very passionate about academic and teaching and research. He will always, when we have meetings, before we start the meetings, he will say something that is not going right. Either it's one bulb or a globe in the lecture hall before the meeting starts. So we had to listen. So we thank you very much, Acting Vice Chancellor, for your passion in the academic sector. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike Kuboni. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very short message for the Diplomats and our graduates. And obviously, the message is also meant for you, the parents, and you, the guardians. And I notice our star student is accompanied by his family, who is sitting right in front. You're most welcome, ma'am. You're most welcome, Sam. We thank you very much. My message to the graduates and the diplomats is very simple. And the message is, you are no longer disadvantaged anymore. You now have a certificate. That certificate signifies that you now have certain skills, you now have certain forms of knowledge, you now have certain forms of competencies, and you also have certain forms of attitudes and values. And these attitudes and values should enable you to go out into the world and make use of that qualification or those qualifications. But most importantly, my message to you this late afternoon is about how you can use your qualifications not to seek employment, not to apply for a job, not to go to a factory and apply for a job, but that these qualifications should now enable you to generate wealth for yourself, to create employment for other people, and to generate wealth for those people as well. In other words, my message to you is about how you can become an entrepreneur. In other words, how you can become creative, bold, visionary, and in the process create wealth. So I've got probably 10 or 11, 13 actually, 13 ideas that I want to share with you. They'll be very short. The question you are probably asking yourselves is, what is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who has a total commitment to an idea. He or she is committed to an idea. He or she is committed to a challenge and its solutions. In other words, in life, you hold on to your idea because success is not final. Listen carefully. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. It is your courage to continue that counts. Always remember that. Ideas, if you keep them in your heart, if you keep them in secret, they die. They need to go out there. In other words, they need light or they starve. My second point, for you to be an entrepreneur, you need to be determined. In other words, what is required for an entrepreneur is determination and perseverance. As Thomas Edison taught us, there is no substitute for hard work because the only limit to your impact is your imagination and commitment to an idea and ideal. The president of the SRC, who is seated among us right now, will probably chuckle because you all recall when I met you in the corridor, I asked you whether you've got 75% and above. We saw what that means today. Mr. President, we saw one young man who got more than 75%. I looked at his parent, one of his parents. He had tears in his eyes. Those were not tears of sadness or sorrow. Those were tears of joy because this young man has excelled. This young man has done what exactly we want all our students to do, which is to excel and shine and fly like an eagle. So for you to be an entrepreneur, you need to be determined. You need to persevere. My third point, you need to have a very strong drive to succeed. When Mr. Moto's CV was being read, he started from high school to have that passion, that desire, that insatiable desire for succeeding. So I do hope that, Mr. Moto, when you come back for your master's degree, for your BTech, your master's degree, and your PhD, I shall be watching you very, very closely. Because if you slack, I know where to go, and I know how to get their telephone numbers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are saying you have to persevere. You have to have a very strong drive to succeed, a very strong drive to achieve, and a very strong drive to grow. An entrepreneur is a person who is in a hurry. An entrepreneur is not a person who is very slow in what he or she does. Entrepreneurs keep searching for new opportunities. In other words, they are like lions. They are on the prowl. They're always looking. We now know that opportunity does not make appointments. An opportunity does not apply. You have to be ready when it arrives. Number 4, an entrepreneur has got an ability to plan for himself or for herself rather than fit in other people's plans. This is why I'm saying, you now have the qualifications, especially those of you that have gotten their degrees. You now have a qualification to go out there and create employment and generate employment and in the process generate wealth. You need to plan all the way as you envisage the future, because planning without action is futile. Action without planning is fatal. My question to you is, do you have an individual plan of where you are going? Or you are one of those people that are paralyzed by analysis, people that don't have any plan at all. They keep planning and planning and planning and planning until they're completely paralyzed by that analysis, and there's nothing that comes out in the end. My 5th point, an entrepreneur has got an orientation to goals, to objectives, and to opportunities. Such a person is goal-oriented, and that kind of a person is very focused. As Steve Jobs always used to say, let us go invent tomorrow. Let us go invent tomorrow, instead of wondering what happened yesterday. You even remember, Albert Einstein said in 1937, I never think of the future because the future is here and now. Always remember that perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races after another. My 6th point, an entrepreneur is keen to take initiatives and is very persistent in problem solving. An entrepreneur is a pathfinder. An entrepreneur is a trailblazer. An entrepreneur is a vanguard. And an entrepreneur is a pioneer. He or she goes where others have not gone. They go where others are afraid to go, but they remain open to criticism. They relentlessly seek simpler methods to provide customers with better products or services. They always say we must always be guided by the view that relentlessness and discontent are the first necessities of progress. My 7th point, entrepreneurs have got the ability to take risks and fearless in the face of challenge. If you can't take a risk, you won't succeed. If you can't take a risk, you can't invent. We all know the famous adage. If you are bold, you will succeed. If you are not bold, you fail, and you fail dismally. My 8th point, you must have a sense of agency. You notice a lot of people, they're very slow in what they do. Those people never achieve much in life. You must have a sense of agency, a sense of decisiveness, and at the same time, you must be patient. You must be patient. Entrepreneurs focus on what we call adaptive execution. Such people are never paralyzed by analysis. You must always remember that a decision is only as strong as the belief standing behind it. My 9th point. Entrepreneurs are creative. Entrepreneurs are innovative. And entrepreneurs are visionary. And they have the capacity to inspire themselves, but also the capacity to inspire others. They have the ability to support team members so that they go through the pain and discomfort of learning about and coping with change. In fact, I always say, you must always change the way you change. You change the way you change. For such people, when inspiration does not come to them, they go halfway to meet it. Always remember that if you are not prepared to be wrong, you will never come up with anything original. For you to be able to succeed, you must fail. This is why people say the road to success has got so many detours. He or she who dares wins. My 10th point. Entrepreneurs have the ability to communicate in open, complete, candid, and consistent manner. They usually invite dissent. They invite criticism. If you can't invite criticism, there's something absolutely wrong with you. They are not afraid of opposing views, because it is opposing views that push us forward. My 11th point. Most importantly, these people are committed to leaving a legacy and are committed to fundamental values that change them in society. When you go home, ask yourself that one day when God says he wants to talk to you, or when God says she wants to talk to you, and when he or she says, I put you on earth, what did you leave for other people? What legacy did you leave for other people? This is for my best friend, the SRC president. Mr. President, the young man we saw walking on this aisle right now, who got that big certificate, he has left a legacy in this institution. The program that you all have, 20 years from now, he'll be in his 40s, maybe with 2 children or 1 child. His name will still be in that program. 6 years from now, when his son or a daughter comes to teach in this institution, his name will be in that program. So, Mr. President, that's what I mean by saying we must all leave a legacy. I know you will leave your legacy. Your name will always be here in this institution. But I'm saying to the diplomats and the graduates, what is your legacy? My 12th point, you must have a drive for continued effectiveness. Life is not about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Life is about inventing yourself. Life is about reinventing yourself. My final point. Entrepreneurs have the ability to question basic assumptions related to current practices in their fields. And to conclude, if you want to be an entrepreneur, ladies and gentlemen, your self-image, the way you look at yourself in the mirror, you must set boundaries of your individual accomplishments. Tomorrow morning, when you stand in front of the mirror and you put stuff on your face, ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. What is the self-image of the person in the mirror? Where is the person in the mirror going? What legacy is the person in the mirror going to leave on earth? Put differently, until you make peace with who you are, you will never be content with what you have or can do to contribute meaningfully to the socio-economic development of our nation. It is self-image that separates the visionaries and pathfinders from followers. We should all realize that opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, multiply as they are seized. They die when neglected, because lifelong learning has got opportunities out there. Therefore, our journey, in which most of us are going to be engaged in for the rest of our lives, as knowledge workers, is the search for identity, the search for who you are. It is the search for what is our worth and our legacy in South Africa. It is also going to be a journey in which you search for a value system that will guide you to make contributions to the progress of humanity in terms of creating jobs, in terms of creating wealth, and in terms of creating opportunities for other people. Please remember that the gift of one's imagination will be at the core of your ability to innovate, to succeed or to fail. Ours is a world which will stand aside to let anyone pass who knows where he or she is going. The question, ladies and gentlemen, is, are you prepared? Remember that the great tragedy of life does not lie in failing to reach your goals. The great tragedy of life lies in having no goals at all to reach. Cherish your visions and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. With these few remarks, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you and I wish you well. Can we all rise, please, and sing the national anthem? Thank you. By virtue of the powers vested in me as acting Vice-Chancellor and Principal, I now dissolve this congregation of the Vaal University of Technology. Please remain standing while the procession leaves the hall. Thank you.